Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody is having a good day. I'm actually just going to hop online and make sure, actually, maybe I'll wait and see if any of you hop in here. I've been having trouble getting on live this week, and I want to make sure that you guys are seeing this. So let me know if you're here. Let me know if you're watching, because then I will know that I'm actually live in the right place. Yesterday, I do live stylings for my online parties. And hey, Teresa, okay, I am in the right place. Yeah, I do live stylings for my online parties. And last night, I tried 3 times. One of the ones was a 25-minute live styling when I realized after I got off that I either wasn't in the right place, though I really was in the right place, but Facebook was playing a little joke on me. I'm wondering if it's a connection to my internet. Anyways, no one saw it. It didn't post, it didn't save, it didn't do anything. Tried 2, tried 3, didn't work. I finally gave up and just threw out a shopping bonus in there, but it was a Facebook glitch yesterday. Okay, thank you. I'm not losing my mind, because I was literally like, okay, I'm clearly losing my mind here. I swear I'm doing this and it's not showing up anywhere. So, hey, you guys. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Silky. Hi, Kim. Okay, lots of you guys on here today. So, if you have not printed off the social media content planner, have a look in the units. I actually uploaded it last Saturday because a couple ladies were chomping on the bit with ideas flowing and stuff, and that's so exciting. Oh, Facebook wrote an apology yesterday. I didn't even know there was actually somebody at Facebook to write an apology. I always find it so amazing that when you have issues or anything like that, there's just no one to talk to. Typically, when there's a big thing, sorry, I'm just pulling it up here so that I can look at it too. Typically, when there's big things, what it means is there's some changes coming on Facebook or changes coming on Instagram where you've seen big glitches. So I'm wondering what they may be rolling out. And honestly, has anybody switched over to the new? Probably everybody's using the new Facebook platform, but I hate it. And maybe it's just the fact that I don't like change, but I'm not using it yet. I still keep going and reverting back to the old one and sending hate mail every time they ask me for my feedback. So I just like the old one better, and maybe it's just that I don't like change. So if you guys are loving it, let me know, because clearly I need to get on board if they're not going to go back to the old one. Okay, who's excited to talk content? Last week, if you guys are joining us later, or if you aren't quite caught up yet and you're watching this video, masterclass number 1 was going behind the scenes inside your VIP group, looking at how your VIP group is set up, talking about the name of your VIP group, which reminds me I need to pull those winners. I will do that today, I promise. And then on Thursday, we talked about branding your VIP group. So showing up as your authentic self, and we talked about the 6 pillars of personality, and then really digging into who your customer is so that you can show up for them. My hope is from Thursday's training, that you guys have kind of the wheels turning already and that content is starting to come to you. If you have notes from last week, I would take them out because they will be useful for today. Because today we're literally going to go through this social media content planner, and I'm going to tell you how I map out my VIP group every single week. Now, I also hope you caught my extra bonus training on Sundays that I called On Sundays We Plan, because on Sundays, this is exactly what I pull out. Now, honestly, I've been doing this for years. It didn't always have a pretty kind of format that I could print out. It used to just be like a rough, loose sheet of paper, but when I started training on this inside my coaching programs, I wanted to create something that people could use. And in brackets, I am working behind the scenes on creating an actual planner for network marketers, because while I love my Erin Condren and I've tried a Lily Pulitzer, and there's a lot of great ones out there, I think that there could be a planner that was specifically made for network marketers, and I need to be the one to create it, because I keep rejigging the ones that I have to kind of work, and they are 80% great, but there are some things that really need to be highlighted on there, like goal setting and social media mapping and all of that good stuff. So you would see, obviously you would see the social media content planner inside there as well on a weekly basis. So, okay, are you guys ready? So The biggest thing inside your VIP group, if you want to start seeing results, is the consistency piece, is showing up inside of there 3 to 5 times a day. And honestly, whenever I say that to people, and any of my thrivers in the house that are watching this, or any of the gals on my team that have gone through this transformation and tried it out, back me up. All the time people are like, Lori, that's way too much. A, it's overwhelming for me to do. I don't know how to plan that much content. B, my customers are going to start to get annoyed at me and they're not going to like blah, 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 blah. So here's the thing though. What happens when you start to post 3 to 5 times a day is that your customers actually start seeing some of your posts. What happens when you post 1 time a day or even less than that is the majority of the people inside your group, they're not seeing it. They are missing everything, and you're sitting here twiddling your thumbs, wondering why it's crickets, getting super duper frustrated that nothing is happening inside your business. But the truth is, in your customers' minds, you're not showing up for them. And I think when we start to have that mindset shift where we start to realize that our job and our role and everything comes down to creating a community inside of our VIP groups. And when we don't do that, when we only show up for sales, we're actually letting our customers down. We're actually sending the wrong message, right? And I know every single one of us cares deeply about those customers. I know that, but it is not the message that we share. It's not the message that we send when we show up in there like willy-nilly, when we only go in to sell to them. That message shares the fact, think about what that message shares, right? It's like saying, yeah, I only care about the sales, right? I'm only here to sell to you. I don't actually care about sharing anything with you, loving on my brand, loving on you. And so we are going to change that. And regardless of if this feels overwhelming or whether or not you think that you have enough ideas to fill this content planner, I'm going to challenge you to try this for 1 month and then come back to me and let me know if it makes a difference, because every single one of my thrivers who have done this have actually come back to me and said, okay, Lori, you're right. I'm starting to get people to start to engage in my posts. I'm starting to see more sales in my posts. And it's getting easier. And it's getting easier because we actually are going to actually map out what we're going to post at the different times of the day. And we're going to use Sundays to plan and map it out. So I want you to pull out this planner and I want you to look at it. I have included 5 different time slots. The time slots are actually, you're only going to see 4, but that's because you're actually going to post twice in the last one. You're going to see 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. You're going to see 10 a.m. You're going to see 1 to 3 p.m. You're going to see 7 to 9 p.m. Now, the key is we really know our customers right now, right? So you need to know, when are your customers online? When are they most likely to engage with your content? And you're going to need to adapt the content that you give towards that schedule. Now, for me, my customers are most likely to engage with my content between the 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. time slot, which makes 100% sense because all of my customers are women. The majority of them work part-time or full-time, have busy family lives. And what does every woman do when she starts her day? She scrolls through social media, right? We all do, because it's our savior, and we may not want to admit it, but we do. And we take a certain level of gratification to the groups that we're comfortable in, the people that we love seeing online, all of those things. And there is no shame in that. I do it, you do it, and our customers do it as well. So that's 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. time slot. Sorry, I'm getting a sore throat. I think it's because I talk too much. That's a really important time slot for me. And that time slot is actually just where I say good morning to my people, to my friends. And I do that with a similar post every single day of the week. And hands down, if I do nothing else on a Sunday, if I don't schedule anything else on a Sunday, I do pre-schedule that very post, because I hate waking up in the morning and being behind the 8 ball already. So every single morning I know my morning post is set up. And that was a big changer for me, because then I didn't feel like I was running behind the hamster wheel all the time. So that 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. post, that is your good morning post. And I want you to make it branded towards your group. So for me, that looks like doing a flat lay. That looks like doing an inspirational quote. That looks like doing a Bitmoji. Bitmojis are our best friends, my friends. Bitmojis are amazing. because they're really personal. And if you don't feel like showing your face one day, they're the next best thing to a selfie, and your people will start to notice your Bitmoji all the time. So ask yourself what fits into the branding inside of your group that you could put on repeat to say good morning to everybody. Okay. And I see most often people doing quotes, and quotes work really, really well. Just make sure that they are going to resonate with your community, and make sure that so here's another little tip. Create a board on Pinterest and start collecting ideas for content. So just go on a rampage. So for me, I'm in style, right? I will look for style tips, and I will search style tips on Pinterest, and I will create a board full of those ideas. And then whenever I'm stuck for an idea, whenever I want to go and create original content, I will go into that Pinterest board, I will look at those ideas, and I will take those ideas and I will create my own original content with those. Now, on Thursday, I'm going to chat with you and share with you how to create original content. But for now, guys, you should be creating this Pinterest board today, because it'll make your life so much easier. Who does not have time to be playing on Pinterest while we're watching Netflix tonight, right? We are also guilty of watching Netflix if you're anything like me. P.S. I'm watching Younger right now on Prime. If you have not watched Emily in Paris or Younger on Prime, run, especially if you love Sex and the City, because it's Darren Star. It's the same producer. So anyways, that's a little aside, and you guys already know that I'm TV obsessed. Okay, so create your board on Pinterest. Another thing that I do, because I told you that I love I have found that flat lays tend to be my best post to start the day, because my group is all about fashion and style, and finding fashion and style, it doesn't have to necessarily even be branded Stella and Dot. It can just be a flat lay. And so I will go on Pinterest and I will find flat lays, and then I will have a slew of them saved. And when I've used them, I will delete them off the board so that I don't reuse them. Okay, and it's easy to find tons of that information, but go out and create yourself a Pinterest board and just start collecting content ideas. One idea that you find on there can actually be carried out throughout the entire course of the week. Okay, because you can build on it, and you can create your own original content around it, and you can carry out a story and take your people on a journey throughout the entire course of the week. So that is my 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. post. Now, my last tip about this post is I don't want you to just say, good morning, have a great day. This is what I see happening 9 times out of 10. And that's amazing. And I love that you've engaged with your audience, but you haven't asked them to engage with you. So they're not going to, right? We often wonder to ourselves, why are my people not commenting back? And then when I'm doing VIP group audits, I look through their group and I say, okay, well, you haven't asked them to comment back. You haven't given them a call to action. So why on earth would they, right? They've done exactly what you've asked them to. They have looked at your post, they've admired it, and they are on their way to having a really great day, but you haven't asked them, what are they up to today? Do they love the look of this outfit? Or do they have any favorite quotes that they want to share today? Whatever that is. Anytime you do the flat lays and your group wants to close and ask where to buy, that's okay. We are establishing ourselves as experts in the fashion industry. So if you know where to find something similar, share. Honestly, I don't think that it takes away from it. I think that it establishes you as an expert on how to pull clothes together, how to shop for clothes, all of the good things, honestly. And if they're engaging with my post, if they're commenting on my post, and especially if they're asking me to comment back, that has great traction inside your group. There's a little bit of a rule. I always say that you should engage with as many comments as you possibly can inside your group. You want to establish rapport, you want to establish conversation, but at minimum, you should comment back to the very first 10 people that comment on your post. That will bump things up inside the Facebook algorithm. So make sure that you're coming back. It's like if you invited them into your house and you asked them what they like to put in their coffee and they answered you, you wouldn't just walk away without saying anything, right? You'd say something back. So that is the kind of thing that we want to do inside of our group as well. We want things to be an open and back and forth conversation. We want to engage. We want to create those relationships. When we start talking back, we're automatically forming a relationship with our customers. Even if they don't know you from a hole in the wall, they're going to start feeling connected to you. Yes, my group loves when I source other clothing. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Honestly, I share sales that I find all over the place. If they are sales that feel branded, feel on brand, feel on trend inside my group, again, it establishes us as an expert inside of our industry. And it was something like fashion. If you can take that outfit and then style it with your own accessories that are inside of your own product, if you are Stella and Dot, that is an extra bonus, right? So maybe it could be an outfit and then you ask them to pick the accessories every single day. Or maybe it's you laying out your own clothes, creating your own flat lay, and then asking them what pieces they should style, like you should style that outfit for work. And then you can throw on a selfie like that shows the outfit totally styled kind of thing. We do need to be creative. We do need to think about how to carry things out inside of our group. But make sure that you're asking for conversation. You're asking for them to engage. Just call it a call to action, but it's as simple as saying, what are you guys up to today? Or drop me a gift to let me know what you're up to today. Or if you have a favorite quote, share it in the comments kind of thing. Anything you want. Or what are you wearing today? Share a selfie. Or what are you having for breakfast? Does anybody else love smoothies? Everybody else have a smoothie every day? I don't know what it is for you guys. If you want to help brainstorm content, drop your company below and we can absolutely chat about that. But again, it's not a sales related post. It's simply an engagement post. And it's simply a way to start off the day by saying good morning to your community and asking for that conversation piece. And that conversation piece is going to build the foundation of your group. It's going to be the thing that builds that rapport in your group. It does amazing things inside the Facebook algorithms and just is a very, very easy post for you to do consistently and for you to set up ahead of time. Now, my 10 a.m. post for me is typically a selfie. This is not a heavy time slot for me. So for me, this will be like a post that I am not looking for a ton of engagement on, but might pull a few people out of the woodwork. So a selfie of my outfit of the day is typically what I put in that 10 a.m. time slot. You guys figure out for instance, if you guys were with Arbonne or Beachbody and you did have a smoothie every single day, maybe your 10 a.m. time slot was your smoothie of the day and the recipe of that smoothie of the day. And every single day you share a different recipe, a different smoothie kind of thing. I'm trying to think about other things, but you guys can let me know if you want to brainstorm anything around that. But that 10 a.m. slot for me is just kind of a filler post, but a selfie post actually does get quite a bit of traction inside my group. And again, goes so far as to establish me as an expert and is actually very, very simple for me to pull together. I'm getting dressed anyways, right? I might as well snap a picture. And don't feel like you have to be in real time. Your customers are not going to actually know if that's what you wore today or that's what you ate today or whatever it is. Honestly, the more you can plan ahead, if you are a day behind in your outfit or your food or whatever, that's okay. Just post it and pre-schedule it and be a day behind if that's what works for you. It's totally fine. In the afternoon, this is again a low traction post for me. So I like to add value in this post. I like to teach them something in this post every single day. For me, I give a style tip. So putting different colors together, mixing and matching patterns together. This is what I use Pinterest for. I get fashion tips or style tips on Pinterest, save a ton of them, and this is what I lay out throughout the week. Now, you can carry in the 10 a.m. slot or the 2 p.m. slot, you can easily create a theme at the very beginning of the week and carry it out for the entire week. If you were doing a water challenge in your group, you could have the 10 a.m. slot post be this is your water check-in post for the day. Let us know when you drink another cup of it, or this is your walking post, accountability post for the day. Let us know when you hit 10,000 steps or whatever it is. And you can do that in the afternoon too. You can carry out a theme throughout the entire week inside that as well. But for me, it's a very simple style tip. And keep in mind that I use this format 9 days out of 10, unless there's a sale going on, unless there is a different promotion that I'm running inside my group, unless there's something special going on, I fall back on this pattern all the time because I know it works, I know it provides value, and I know it provides good content. Now, there's your first 3 posts of the day, and you can see that it's not hard. You could have easily pre-scheduled all of those posts, right? At the very beginning of the week, very easily. The next time slots, for me, the evening is the golden hour. My customers are likely laying on their couch, scrolling on their phones, watching Netflix. I know this because this is exactly what I'm doing. 9 days out of 10, I work a lot. Yeah, I know. I just love extending my week. Anyways, my 7 to 9, I like to put 2 posts in that time slot because that is such a high value time slot. And this is where I go off the cuff. This is where I might create something at the very beginning of the week. And this is where I'm going to look at the incentives that my company has going on, the new pieces that are launching. Maybe I do sneak peeks. Maybe I do this or that. Maybe I share the fundraising pieces for the month and highlight the different pieces throughout the week. Maybe I share the sales section of the month and highlight different items in the sales section. Maybe I share my top 10 must-haves and I carry that throughout the week. And I do a post typically sometime between 7 and 8 and a post sometime between 8 and 9 because that's the highest traction time. If you find, and I think that the majority of us are going to find that our time slots are very similar to the way that I just described them. But let me know if it's any differently. You do want to cater to when your customers are online. If I'm going to do a live video, I think you do a live video whenever you have the time and the energy to do a live video, but in my perfect world, I would do it in the evening because that's when everybody's online and that's when it's going to get enough traction. But if you want to reshare something, all you need to do is click on the video and copy the URL and repost it in the evening and be like, hey, I just wanted to make sure that you guys saw this, and you're going to get a lot more views on it, okay? What else do I want to talk about? So that's basically laying it out. Now, I do this pattern. You never post after 6. Just honestly, the 7 to 9 time slot is the promised land inside my group. That's when I'm going to get all my traction. And I will say that I never post in real time. I always pre-schedule it because I have a life after 7 p.m. or, well, not really a life, but like I have a family and I want to engage with them. Okay, so this is my plan Monday through Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, I go off the cuff. Now, I have been consistent inside my VIP group for probably 5 years now. So I have the ability to duck in and out a tiny bit. When you are building that consistency, you are going to need to dig into this pattern for months. And I know you're going to hate me when I say that because I think we all want that instantaneous gratification, but it's okay. You're going to have a lot of fun with this. The whole point of your VIP group is to engage with people, is to share your product in ways that are fun and real to you and to like really enjoy your time in there. Code words in my video and tell them they need to like my post and private message me the code word. I love that. I'm going to use that. I love it. So Joy says that when she does a video, she uses a code word in the video, and her customers, when they're watching the videos, they need to like her video. I think that they should drop you a GIF when they hear the code word, and then they need to message her the code word, and they get some kind of bonus. I can't see because it says see more, but I love that. And what an amazing way to start interacting with your customers. And I already told you that we want to start having those, like, oh no, this actually wasn't the group that I was training on this in, but we want to be having as many behind the scenes conversations with our customers as possible, because this is where we grab the orders. This is where we drop hints for hostess coaching. For grabbing hostesses. This is where we start sponsoring conversations. So isn't that even more amazing that you are getting them to be the one that starts that conversation, and you can bring those amazing things into that. I just recorded the new Thrive unit, which is building a team. And so that's what I was thinking. I was talking about that yesterday inside those trainings. So, okay, now we've laid out the whole week. You guys decide what you want to do on Saturday and Sunday. I typically make it a little bit more personal. This is what we're up to this weekend. What are you up to? I do, like, maybe you could do a promotion where people are sharing more things on the weekend. Let's say you're in Pampered Chef or you're Epicure. Like, I think that 1 to 3 p.m. time slot could be a dinner idea every single day of the week, a recipe that they could be doing every single day of the week. Maybe you could theme every week something different. And like this week at 2 p.m., I'm going to share a chicken recipe Monday through Friday. Next week, I'm going to share a different soup recipe Monday through Friday. I think the more, so I have 2 theme ideas for you. And this is going to make some content planning a little bit easier in the beginning and help you find the rhythm. Yes, Joy, book 2 parties this way, right? Because they're starting the conversation and you just have to like drop those little like ideas. But theme ideas, if you're struggling with content, come up with a theme for every day of the week. And I'm actually, you know what? I will post some theme ideas. I'm going to write that down. Theme days. You could do Monday must-haves, Teach Me Tuesday, Wear It Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, Fun Friday, whatever it is, and then you create content around that theme for every day of the week. That is exactly the way that I got consistent inside my group, because I gave me some ideas. It helped me to carry it out and drum up ideas. I don't do it anymore because I follow the pattern that I just told you. Another thing that I've seen one of my amazing Thrivers do was she gave a theme to the entire month. And all that meant, actually, sorry, this was a mastermind client. And she gave a theme to the entire month and she dedicated her content towards that theme, and it was amazing. So you could do something along those lines. Themes make content easier to come up with, and you can really like have fun with it. You can change the header on your group. You can like go live. You can get them to share things, like lots of good things. Okay, last tips of today. Okay, whenever you have something coming up that's salesy, so in the evening, let's say you're going to announce a promotion or a sale or something that's coming up with your company, you want the post 3 to 4 hours before that to be a high engagement post, the kind of post that's going to get a ton of comments. When we are asking for comments from our customers, we cannot ask them to do a lot of work, okay? We need to make it super duper simple on them, because simple means that they might actually do it. So things like this or that, left or right, black or white, like this, like red or green, whatever it is, but like get them choose between 2 things. They're more likely to comment than if you're like, okay, tell me the biggest problem that you have here, or go to the website and find this. Like whenever we ask them to do a little bit of work, you're not going to get as much engagement, even if it's the best idea in the world and it's so much fun if they would just play along. You will notice that the majority of posts that you get the most engagement from are the ones that we make it really simple on them. And you do want to scatter these into there. So whenever you have a salesy post coming up, make sure that you have a high engagement post 3 or 4 hours before that, because everybody who comments on that high engagement post will be exposed to the next few posts that you post. So there's just a little insider tip for you guys. But hopefully this content scheduler will get your kind of wheels turning. One second. Use it on Sunday. So here's how I use it on Sunday. I pull it out on Sunday and I know what I'm going to do in that 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. or 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. time slot. So I just pre-schedule all that. With the other posts, I brainstorm ideas. So at the very least, I go into Monday with that first post scheduled, plus brainstormed ideas for what I'm going to do with the rest of the week. This is going to give you so much confidence. It's actually going to give you back time. Okay, I had somebody message me yesterday and she said, I'm really overwhelmed in life. Like I've been thinking about working with you for a really long time, but I feel like I don't know if I can add more to my plate. And here's the thing. My whole mission in life is actually to make this easier for you guys, to take time. Like I want you to love your life, to have time to be present in your life. And I don't want you to be absorbed working your business like 24/7. So everything that I teach you, when you get more comfortable with it, when you use it and you create a habit inside your life, is actually going to take out the overwhelm. It's actually going to take less time. And I know that I always say, like I know with my clients, I say that you should be able to plan your VIP group, place your orders, answer all your messages, do some reach outs to your team, all those good things within an hour every day. And in the beginning, For sure, your VIP groups takes more time and energy, but it gets simpler. Now my VIP group takes me like no more than 20 minutes a day. And I think the content has never been better because I know what my people love and I am in a rhythm that I'm comfortable with, and I have more ideas free flowing because sometimes I repeat things that I've already done, right? So you guys let me know any questions you have. I'm happy to throw up a brainstorm post too if you want to throw ideas back and forth with one another. And I will give you some content ideas if you want to do themed days during the week. I will post that after this. But make sure you print out this planner because it is a game changer. When you take the time to develop habits, when you take the time to be intentional and plan ahead, not only does it save you time, but you're going to actually start to see results. And let me tell you that it is worth the time to be intentional and to plan ahead if you can actually see results from the things that you're doing. I want that for you. I want you to cut out the overwhelm. I want you to see the sales coming from your VIP group, but it all does start with this consistency piece. And even if you don't trust me on the fact that 3 to 5 is the promised land, is the sweet spot, try it out. Don't try it out for 2 days and then tell me it doesn't work though. You need to try it out for at least a month and give it a go and see the results fall into place, because I have seen it so many times. I have seen so many people that were not getting any kind of traction from their VIP group completely change it just by following this method. And then next week, we're going to talk about growing your VIP group, which when it becomes stagnant and you're let's say you're doing all these things and you're posting valuable content and you're like leaning in and you're being very, very consistent, if you're still not seeing results, then it's a growth issue. And all we need to do is work on growing that group to put that like burst of energy and to get back to seeing results again. So you guys are so welcome. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. A couple posts coming your way, a new challenge tomorrow, and then on Thursday I'm going to show you kind of how to create content. So I'll give you a little Canva tutorial. I'll show you the apps that I use. I'm not going to blow your mind. I like to keep things simple, and I use the same things on repeat inside my business. And I was going to talk about Pinterest on Thursday. I probably will mention it again, but it felt really appropriate to talk about today. So you guys are so welcome. I will talk to you soon. Oh, and winners are being drawn. I will post them by tonight. Okay, talk to you soon.